Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Loop Hero, where today we have our eyes set on a very important goal. Who doesn't want to raise the dead and then make them fight on your behalf? I ask you, who would turn down this power? So we're going to need a little bit of metal and a little bit of stone and a very, very little bit of wood, which should be... Yeah, in fact, we need 3 sticks. We need 3 sticks to have enough wood for this. So that is a goal. That is a goal for today. Did we... Yeah, okay. So we have this blacksmith's hammer. Is it... We can drop it in our tools row. And now we've done that. So right click to just put it back in your inventory. I'm not clear on, like, is it... Are we supposed to carry it with us? Does it give us the 1 defense while it's with us, or... It is now deployed. It was a deployable object, and now it is deployed, I guess? Okay, so now it is giving us +1 defense. We are going out with +1 defense on account of all the blacksmithing that was done. Okay. Well, then let's go do that. Let's go out and get the thing. So, sorry. Let me just make sure I'm... 6 metal, 5 rock. And the wood will happen. We don't have to worry about that. 6 metal and 5 rock. Let's do it. 6 metal, of course, is going to be the stopping block for us. That's fine. We just gotta stay out here and earn a very, very large number of pieces of equipment. Alright, one thing I would really like to get done this time... Oh, I didn't... shoot. I was gonna re-equip the cemetery. Because, like, there's good reason now to do that. Oh, spider cocoons. Good. Early spider cocoons I am excited about. So, let's put them down like here and here. Space them out a little bit and make sure that they have time to spawn some spiders. Hopefully we can get a reasonable number of additional cards off of those. And I guess we could put the mountains down right now as long as we don't place our other tiles in such a way as to accidentally include them in the peak. Alright, got ourselves a ruin. Let's just go ahead and throw that down right now. So, like, we'll build the peak 3x3 here. We'll put this here, and we'll just put these mountains down next to it. We may as well get the, HP now. A second vampire mansion. I kind of don't want to... Oh, I should probably, like, yeah, equip weapons and stuff. I kind of don't want to put the vampire mansions down yet. Maybe we should, just for the purpose of getting loot. Although, of course, it is worth noting that we are kind of getting our asses kicked at the moment, so... Okay, here we go. That's exciting. So that gives us noticeable change and rations. Will turn itself into something else too if you collect it. I mean, that's true of everything though, isn't it? So we have a lot of vampire mansions. Man. Alright. Maybe I do throw down a vampire mansion, like adjacent to this spider thing. We do just need loot and cards, right? And we will hope to put down a village there in the very near future. Okay, that does the thing. It is a good idea, in general, to get cards. I highly recommend it. Wait, I don't actually want to put this here because I want to make sure we have room enough for that. So if we put this here, it's going to become part of the peak. I'll just put it here for now, even though that is less immediate health. Yeah, definitely worth the equip. At least we got this going, like, really early. But we totally will be able to get 3 loops. Well, sorry. If things go well, we totally will be able to get 3 loops here. I appreciate that the zombies just eat the bodies immediately, instead of waiting to actually be damaged enough for it to be a good idea. So wait, what is that? We pulled Pitiful Remains. So we can form an Orb of Afterlife. And we just straight up received an Orb of Expansion from the ransacked village, I think? So maybe those are not built out of everything, or built out of anything, they just show up. We should probably be putting these down. Let's take maximum advantage of that Chrono Crystal. Yeah, getting some HP per day going early on is very, very helpful. It is unfortunate that just like random slimes will spawn adjacent to the ruins. That's going to be annoying. More spiders? We could probably separate these spiders from the rest of what's going on a little bit. It is already the case that we are doing an awful lot of fighting. Yeah. I think so. We're hoping to get more Chrono Crystals along that line, right? Also, more fighting means faster initial level up. Oh, when they escape, we don't get XP for them. That is a real shame. That is huge. Alright, what do we got? Plus resurrection. 10% chance upon hit of stunning the target for 1 second. I was kind of hoping we'd get one of those incremental ones nice and early. A resurrection charge does sound potentially useful, but I think we're going to go Shield Master here. Enemies can't kill you if they can't act. Right? Hopefully. So let's put a meadow down here. Again, just kind of hoping to extend the crystals. And then I don't really know what I want to do with this other meadow. We might just hold on to it. For the moment, at least. And do I want to swamp the land in front of the spider cocoon? It'll help kill that vampire at the very least. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Maybe that'll turn out to have been a really bad idea. We definitely need a road lantern for this area. Okay, well, none of that stuff is lanterns. Yeah, this is too damn many enemies. Is that our first ring? I do believe it is. We're not going to equip it until after we get out of the swamp. Okay, just another Orb of Expansion. I'm not sure why those are dropping. I'm going to be honest with you, I have very high hopes at this point for the encyclopedia giving us information that we can actually use. So let's go ruins again, just like over here somewhere. Put a battlefield right after the camp, and then where do I want to put this village? Obviously more HP is good. Do we need it close to the camp? Maybe we should put it on the other side of the map. Spread the healing out a little bit. Hey, let's do that. Okay, and then we probably just want to go ahead and start putting meadows down again. I do need the health. I want to save them for, another treasury or something, but we are kind of getting wrecked. Yeah, alright, let's just build them off of the stuff up here. Fortunately, these things don't really have that much HP, so a little bit of damage to all is significant. And of course, they're bleeding all the time from... Oh, no, wait, sorry, not on this tile. On this tile, they are not, in fact, bleeding from the vampirism. Come loot. Yeah, alright. That's something. We are really killing it with Orbs of Expansion. Potentially, I'm assuming, yeah, this thing does not, in fact, have a soul. That's probably not a big change for us. This may well be. Defense and regen. Probably worth it. Alright, so just anybody may have living fabric. I'm assuming any living enemy potentially has living fabric. I do not love this guy spawning right next to the goblin camp. Attack speed, so we lose the vampirism. Honestly, I'm okay with lose the vampirism. I'm okay with a lot of our healing coming from the morning and also like slow regen. Yeah. The extra counter chance probably isn't all that significant with our weapon hitting that weekly anyway. Alright, so we have a rock, we have a metal. We're working on it. Really? That guy didn't have any loot at all? Okay, there you go. Now we're talking. Treasury. Boy, where do I think this is going to get completed the fastest? We've ended up with a really strange... sort of a strange construction over here. I think I am going to put it down here. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, interesting. I do hate the fleeing. Fleeing is a huge bummer. So our level 3 yellow shield is remarkably high defense. Although I guess this has higher value on the second defense boost. And then you are not really that impressive of an upgrade. I'm not going to do that. Okay, a miner's pick. +1 pebbles while passing the campfire. Sure. We're actually going to end up with a 3x3 of mountains before we get to the rocks, it looks like. Yeah, it seems like spiders drop a lot of loot. We could put down another village, I guess, like over here somewhere. Although I don't want a village to be adjacent to chrono crystals, right? Oh no, it's the bandit camp that spawns enemies per day. So yeah, the village can just kind of be anywhere. This is fine. Okay, this could be a little ugly with the mosquito. I mean, I guess the mosquito's gonna blow itself up, right? There's no way I kill it. Wow. Or maybe everything goes just fine. Yeah, this is, I think, critically important. It says adjacent tiles, right? Oh no, I guess I can't examine the stats of the Scorchworm. So I think if I put it here, I think it won't affect those battles. Boy, I sure hope. And then... yeah, I guess just keep working on the treasury. Like, I definitely want this to be able to be popped at a moment's notice. I'm feeling mighty powerful over here. We are hitting enemies very, very hard. Like, so hard that I'm not 100% sure why it is that hard. Alright, we are doing very well. Do we want to... I mean, we probably want a battlefield. I am going to avoid creating Bloody Path, I think. Also, we should take a thing. Yeah, buckler versus strong aftertaste, I think, is actually a really interesting question. We're doing just fine on health now. We actually currently don't have any counter. I'm going to take strong aftertaste. I think that's pretty great. And then I'm not going to play this meadow. We're going to hold this. The next mountain goes here, and then we'll have the meadow to just drop that whenever it makes sense to drop that. Okay, whatever it is that the vampire mansion does to the village just happened, so let's take a moment to look at that. It has become the Count's lands. The village is thriving under the vampire's protection, and its inhabitants are very generous. Okay, so better healing, better quests. That is actually really cool. I think the interactions between the tiles are that's probably one of the most interesting things about this game, and I'm happy to see that there's still lots of them that we are currently, that we are still discovering. Do I want to throw this down here? We could build... Boy, I don't know. I don't know where it makes sense to do this. I guess just over here is fine. And I think we'll, like I said, we'll keep holding a meadow to pop that one whenever we want to pop it. Yeah, we are making tons and tons of metal here. This is going really well. Do we want to throw down the road lantern? Am I in desperate need of a road lantern anywhere? I guess right here is not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's keep that from overflowing with goblins and scorchworms. And then evasion and vampirism. No, I think I'm actually pretty happy with what we have there. That's an upgrade, but it's a small upgrade. Now that might be slightly more interesting. I don't like the loss of the evasion, but that is a lot of extra health. Yeah, alright. It's very unfortunate that that tile spawned a scorchworm, like, as we left it. Okay, finally. I mean, I guess it's not so bad. It does hold off on the, it does keep the hydras, or the harpies, rather, away. And then, do I want to swamp anywhere else? It doesn't seem terribly useful. To be perfectly honest, we might drop the swamp from our deck. It just doesn't... It seems to have almost exclusively negative consequences, right? I suppose we could Vampire Mansion by one of these villages, and then... Or, like, here, maybe, and then swamp that. Honestly, I don't hate that. Let's try to transform another one of the villages. And do we want to Vampire Mansion the other village as well? Because the upgraded town seems great, but I mean, we're looking at 3 loops from now. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I am not going to do that to the other village. And I'm going to think about popping this, this treasury here. Well, we can build around this one for the moment. Yeah, I guess we're not hurting right now or anything, so it's probably not critically important that we get a big explosion of loot. In fact, we're faring so well right now that I don't think we're using our potions at all. Ooh. 16 to 24... Does have vampirism, which is a little bit dangerous. And honestly, it probably hits for less if my... Effectively, it hits for less if my understanding of magic damage is correct. But the counter is significant, the regen per second is significant. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. And then a rock. So we can just put these around the upper edge, because this thing, yeah, it doesn't care if it's mountains or rocks that are adjacent to it. Just like get a couple of spider cocoons early. That's my advice. Do whatever manipulation you have to do to make the game give you some spider cocoons early. You know, I suppose I should have known that the vampire mansion in the village would have this kind of interaction. Right, because they do talk about it a little bit in the text when you meet your first vampire. Well, we took a lot of damage here. Do I want to do anything about that? Honestly, probably not. Let's meadow this. So we're almost there on the loot we need. We got way more wood than necessary, but that's not a big surprise. Ooh. Another treasury. Huh. Well, I can put it here and we can overlap at least one of the tiles for unlocking it with this other thing. Yeah, I'll take that. We definitely have to devote all of our playable tiles to this now. Definitely chrono crystals over here. 68 HP per day seems like a decent rate. Yeah, I guess the problem with the Vampire Mansion is that, at least with our current strategy for engaging with the vampires, it actually isn't very helpful to have a bunch of them. You sort of want like one or two early on, and then you can kind of stop playing them. The vampires give okay loot, I guess. We are definitely very committed to this. Battlefield, I don't know, over here? Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts, so I want to be like pretty careful with it. Oh, I'm not wearing armor. When did that... Did something happen to my armor? Okay, well, I mean, this stuff's pretty good. I gotta be paying more attention to this stuff over here, apparently. Maybe one of the slimes, like, actually melt my armor? Oh my god, stupid escaping worms. Maybe we should Oblivion this goblin camp. It does seem like a serious problem. Definitely place a thing. I guess I should be trying to wrap this up, right? Here, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and we're gonna play Chrono Crystals here, even though that is going to accelerate. I mean, whatever. It's not like this is actually going to spawn more units, because it's already space capping. Yeah, that's not a real problem. I think we are going to Oblivion that, but there's no sense in doing it now. Right, like we can wait until we're coming back around on the loop. Maybe there will be something that makes us change our mind. Something that makes us really want to play Oblivion somewhere else, maybe. Alright. Oh, also. Damage is increased by 20% of defense value. Oh! That's interesting. Yeah, let's take that. That makes it more clearly correct to increase our defense whenever we can. Alright, am I going to try to do one more loop is the question. I think so, so we're not going to close this off just yet. But one more loop might be where we want to stop. Kill him quickly. No, don't leave him. Don't leave him very slightly alive. This is the worst possible outcome. Alright, nice of one of them to actually let us get the kill. So we don't really need this here. I guess it may as well go there. It's giving us the most defense there, and the most extra HP. I could really use some more road lanterns. Wow. Also, that bat noise is really horrible. So there's no way we're getting this done. Right, this is absolutely not happening. But we can at least make it so that when we play this mountain here, it does reward us twice. And then we did get that road lantern. So do we want to... Is it right here? I think it's probably right here. Ruins, we may as well... not next to the town. See, I can learn. We get there eventually. So I think I'm going to hold this meadow. Because as soon as we pass the next campfire, we want to start closing up existing treasuries as much as possible. Is this our second or third time through this village? Oh boy, I'm getting a little nervous about our health situation here. I guess we still have 2 potions. It's not dire yet. Another village is lovely. Yeah. Boy, that place is a lot less friendly than it used to be. We're actually doing extremely well on metal here. Like, really, really well. Also, I'm really liking the stuns. So we're gonna have a fight against some worms, and then a fight against a ghost backed up by the escaping worms. We're definitely gonna make the campfire. I'm debating whether we need to bail now. I don't really want to, but we've lost so much health so quickly. I mean, I guess it's not a decision I have to make right this second. Right, we can at least try to get through these, and then we'll pause when we get near the campfire to consider. Because we could finish 2 of these and then just plonk down a bunch more cards real fast. And the greedy thing to do is to go one more loop and try to finish one or both of the other treasuries. And maybe that would turn out to be fine. Ooh. Yeah, I think I like that quite a bit. It's a lot of attack speed. Right, burn through that heartbeat quickly. Yep, that works. That counts. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. I feel like we can do this. 652 health. Yeah. Okay, so the loop level's up. There's no reason not to close things out right now. Let's do this so that this meadow is bloomed. And then also meadow this one. Hold on. I'm gonna Oblivion. Actually, I guess what I should do is wait until we're close and then like Oblivion this, because Oblivioning the goblin camp right now doesn't actually get rid of the goblins. Which means I guess I don't need to wait until we're close. We're gonna just blow this up now. That's getting too dangerous. My concern was if we didn't do that, then we might lose the Oblivion to things getting popped out of our hand. So maybe put this down here. That's gonna make this thing spawn more. Whatever. It's already hitting its cap, I'm sure. Yeah, that's just more of those. And then, like, we would want to put a rock here, probably, for the health. Meadow there. So we only need 2 more placeables to close out the 3rd treasury. I should probably also be actually looking at this equipment. 425 with 7 magic damage. Yeah, I'll do that. So 17 defense over 13 defense. We lose some regen, but we gain a huge amount of evasion. I'm a little torn on this one. The evasion versus the regen is, I think, actually an interesting question. And I like the attack speed. We're going to stick with the ring we're on right now. Alright, come on, spiders. Give me cards. That's a good card. That'll work just fine. Okay. Let's just go ahead and lock this up. I am, by the way, definitely bailing. If we make it out of here, we are for sure going and staying gone. Okay. So we did pull another Oblivion. I think we're probably going to use it to just, like, delete a group of goblins, probably. Alright, let's put down a ruin directly in front of us so we can get a thing running through it and be gone before it spawns any worms. And then... meadow... rock... I should have put the rock here so that meadows on either side of it would bloom. That was... yeah. I was just thinking put it next to the rocks, you know, for HP. We actually are going to get to close this out. I'm going to fight these 3 goblins and Oblivion those 4. I think that's a better play. Ooh. I'm gonna village off the harpy too. We're gonna be very aggressive about safeguarding our health here. Would rather not lose the evasion. We definitely want to wait until we are right before the goblins before we do this, so that they don't just start respawning. Villagers gave us a ring that it still has some attack speed on it. It's a lot more magic damage. Yeah, you know what? I think that is an upgrade. And there's our treasury. And then just make HP, I guess. Although I suppose I'd rather have this be a meadow. Let's put this over here. So we're not super high on health. We do have a lot of defense. We still have 2 potions. Oh, man. Are they all going to get away? Yep. So this fight with this slime is going to suck a little bit. Okay, it could have been a lot worse. Help. Need more. More heals. More heals always. Please do not give me quests. Just heal me and send me on my way. Meadow me even more. I guess we may as well build a ruin here and get some resource from it. I don't know if the memory shards that we're getting from cards burning out of our hand are actually valuable. I mean, it may be the case that I should be letting stuff evaporate for those, but I have no idea. Why are we going after the hero first, or the quest guy first? That seems just terrible. Hold on a second here. So let's definitely spawn in some more meadows. Bloom those meadows. Just give me more HP. I just need more HP. I hate this. I hate Boss Worm. I think there's some non-zero chance that we're not going to make it back home. Okay, at least we attacked the other worms first. That is a lot of extra defense, which is damage. But, yeah, 11% evasion is hard to lose. My quest was not completed. The boss worm escaped. What a bummer. Oh, I didn't even notice that a goblin camp thing had happened here. Do we need to place these, or would I rather... We're gonna get one more daytime. I think we're fine. Let's give some cards the opportunity to turn into memories here. Alright, that feels extremely successful. Absolutely retreat. Let us bring home a really, really silly amount of resources. So we can build the Intel Center, actually. We could just push off the crypt a little bit. No, we're not doing that. Sure. Here seems fine. It's got to be adjacent to the graveyard. That makes sense. Oh, you're interested too, eh? Not everyone appreciates it. Not everyone understands. People can serve you not only with their voices, but with bones. A man after my own heart. And swords and bows, too, I guess. And they're not evil if you don't fear them. Okay. You're right, I've decided for some reason. I only need raise a hand and... Wait, I've never done anything like this before. If I remember correctly. No, the craft teaches itself, often through books or words, or walls and stones in your case. It's an unusual way. Okay, so I guess we'll see the stats for that on the next screen here. So we could build a mud hut to welcome residents, and each resident brings you closer to victory. We could build a farm or a smithy, and now that we have the smithy, or now that we have the supply depot, the smithy does seem like it might be a little more useful. But honestly, like, I really think it's the Intel Center. So we need to get 4 more wood and 5 more metal. We can do that. Probably. Alright, so. Necromancer. Summon skeletons that fight instead of their master. Number and power depend on Necromancer's equipment and skills. Oh, and we actually... Okay, we take advantage of different equipment slots, so we can't wear armor. But we do get a second ring, and I'm assuming that's a necklace. Okay, interesting. Also, let's mess with our cards a little bit here. I am not in love with the swamp. Let's turn the cemetery back on. Alright, let's try it like this. Plus, it feels very appropriate for the Necromancer. Oh look, we even get a different sprite. Get him. Get him with skeletons. Oh, I like this. I like this very much. So, rock. This is actually kind of an unusual setup here, because we don't really have any, like, very tall or very wide areas to build in. I guess we'll do the 3x3, like, here? There's not really anywhere that has more room than this. Oh. Max skeletons +1. Maybe the best thing we've ever seen on a raid. So if I mouse over myself... No, it doesn't do anything. Okay, that just gives us stats. I like the fact that the monsters get distracted and fight the skeletons instead of us. That seems useful. Okay, really early treasury is a delight. Let's put this here. I'll set up a vampire mansion there. Yeah, this makes sense, right? And then we're building the mountain in this area. And I guess we can just chrono crystal that. Right, the vampire mansion doesn't benefit from the passing of days, so try to get some extra loot off of early vampire fights here. Hopefully we'll get a village relatively quickly. Alright, so it looks like 2 skeletons must be the normal maximum. Evasion and summon quality seems good. Magic HP. Is that increasing the HP of my skeletons, maybe? It's a very strange phrase, magic HP. Oh, maybe it's like an energy shield. Huh. Because it does seem to have changed the color of our health bar. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so for the moment, the enemies seem to be completely unable to get through it, which is just lovely. Let's do some of this. May as well get that established early. And a cemetery. We want to put the cemetery a little bit further forward. I want to actually make sure that there's time for a skeleton to spawn out of it. This should be fine with the 2 fights between here and there, right? And I think this is a fine thing to do. Okay. Oh, it is not a skeleton every day, it turns out. Okay, got our first books, so skeleton level up. Yeah, please. So I guess I was gonna do the peak down here so that we could build mountains above it. Yeah, I'm still gonna do that. I was just like, oh, but we could be so greedy and get the treasury done even faster. No, that's not the right thing to do. Alright, so now we gotta find a road lantern. And we want to put the ruins... It should be fine for them to be here, right? Okay, I'm just gonna try to space these out as best we can. We don't exactly know where things will appear yet. Maybe it would have been a good idea to hold the ruins until after we spawn the first goblin camp, for that reason. I will say, I wish that the necromancer was standing further back. It's a purely aesthetic concern, but it feels like he should be summoning the skeletons in front of him, right? They're not going to protect anybody back there. But then again, I guess like the monsters mostly seem to focus on you, so... That's probably exactly why they didn't do that. Alright, so lots and lots of necklaces. I'm not equipping a necklace for 1 extra magic HP. That is not a good use of metal. Or a good loss of metal, really. Yeah, I think this makes sense. We may as well just keep extending the line of meadows down here, I guess. Do we want to put down another vampire mansion? I guess if we did, where would we put it? We could do what we did last time and just put it near a slime, I guess, with the hopes of eventually placing a village there. That's not awful. We could put it near spiders, but spiders are actually kind of scary. That should be fine here. I do love all of the loot that vampires are made of. Damn it. I wonder if the necromancer has different perks available from leveling up. Like, he almost must, right? Let's put... Yeah, this should be fine. Do I want to put a meadow here? Probably not, right? Yeah, we'll just continue to extend the meadows along the line where we're going to build the chrono crystals. And then... yeah, sure. We do need that road lantern. Oh, check out that skeleton. Okay, interesting. So is that like a... is that a function of skeleton level rising, maybe? I don't know if I want to place this yet. I'm gonna hold off on that. It doesn't seem like we're desperate for it. Okay, unfortunately, with this number of enemies, we are having a hard time maintaining an army. so it looks like with the Necromancer, it's maybe even more important than usual to try to keep the number of enemies on a tile low to prevent them from overwhelming your own dudes. Okay, any direct damage to the hero is evenly split between him and the skeletons. Permanent plus 0.5 bonus to energy armor for every summoned skeleton, or get HP when a skeleton dies. So in any difficult fight, this is going to happen a bunch, right? But it won't happen all the time. In most fights, skeletons do not even die. And I could, in theory, take a lot of damage without skeletons dying. So I guess... yeah, I guess I'm gonna take this one. Spread things out a little bit here. Okay, because we took a little bit of a beating there. Yeah, let's not... I will play a meadow to finish that, but let's not do it just yet. So I'm a little worried about our overall position here. Do I want to drop the skeletons +1? Evasion seems really valuable. But also third skeleton. It seems really valuable. Ooh. I wonder how many types of skeleton there are. So that's a lot more magic HP. This is just wonderful. Oh, also, that's a level 2 book. Hell yeah. Although, honestly, with that being the case, maybe we should equip this ring. Like, what are the odds that we're going to actually get 4 skeletons out at the same time, right? Most battles end before that would even happen. Yeah. Ooh. So yeah, as our... oh yes, excellent. As our skeleton level goes up, hopefully we'll keep seeing higher, like, cooler versions of skeletons, and we'll see fewer and fewer of the little weak ones. I suppose we can just... yeah, alright, I'm just gonna meadow around this. Should really get that healing coming in. So being webbed doesn't really affect our character, because he doesn't attack in the first place. Alright, you gotta love spiders. Okay, let's definitely do that. And then... a road lantern here probably makes sense to prevent that thing from happening again. So maybe a few too many spiders. And... okay, we probably want to do this. Do I want to throw that rock up there as well? No, I kind of want to let this all be mountains if we can. So I guess we'll just use this to close that in a bit. And honestly, I don't think we do want to play another Vampire Mansion. I think we might be good on vampires. Yeah, I have no idea, based on what we've seen so far, if this is actually going to end up being better than the warrior. But I do like the feeling of it a lot. We need some burrowing skeletons to go after those guys. Just never let anyone escape. Yeah, the magic HP energy shield is really cool. Okay, summon quality up, that seems pretty good. So what is the difference between summon quality and skeleton level? Maybe summon quality is the thing that gets you different types, and skeleton level is just raw numerical increases? Could be. Well, I guess let's trade out the one that's currently increasing quality. No. Let's keep all the quality and not the very small amount of extra level. Ooh. A skeleton guard who always takes hits first. That's nice. Skeleton level up even more. Regen. So we're losing +1 max skeletons though. Oh, but we have it on this room. Okay. Oh wait, we want to give this a chance to spawn something. So actually, I'm going to put it over here. Yeah, maybe there. So just in case weird stuff happens, it's underneath the lantern. Alright, at some point soon, we should actually try to push to the second boss and see what the second boss's mechanics are, so we have that knowledge available. Regen per second, evasion, so we lose a little bit of skeleton level. I think this seems fine. It is, of course, still pretty opaque to me how much numerical increase you get from skeleton level. It may be the case that maintaining high skeleton level is actually, like, incredibly important. Alright, the battlefield can go... Yeah, this should be fine. I'm gonna road lantern here. We're at loop level 3, so we're definitely not... I'm not in the mood to close these off yet. I think we'll just hold on to all this stuff for the moment. And I think we... Did we place this village during loop 1? We might actually be about to get an upgrade here. 10% chance to keep the card after placing its tile. Oh, that's interesting. Or 20% chance to exceed the number of skeletons and summon 2 of them during the last summon. I guess this is only valuable during difficult fights, which is not a bad trait for a card to have, right? This could potentially get us extra buildings down, but, like, is that even... How valuable is that, actually? I guess it gives us more of an ability to have cards turn into bits of memory, at the very least. I sort of want to just see more traits. First 2 skeletons summoned each day will be strengthened. So this is really a one-fight benefit each daytime, but there are a lot of days in an adventure. And we're doing okay on health so far. I'm going to take this. So it's loop 3. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think we will have time to flip that over. And I think we'll hold on to this rock to close stuff off. I mean, I guess I could play it right here to just bloom this. Yeah, you know what? I do need another lantern for this area. This is a rough spot. Man, that big guard skeleton showing up was really nice, though. I took a very small amount of damage there. How dare they? How dare they lay their hands upon me? Alright, so we still have one really garbage ring on. But honestly, like, I am not inclined to replace it with a gray. I think we just need to find some better loot here. Ah, that guy has seen better days. I think I am going to close both of these off with just meadows, so we may as well bloom that as well. Do I want to spawn more spiders? I suppose we could. The spiders themselves have not been terribly dangerous so far. Is that a book? Okay, yeah. So trade out evasion for regen and only get a little bit more summon quality. Honestly, I think I'd prefer the evasion for the moment. Even if it is a relatively small amount of it. Okay, this is good. Let's get that down. Let's get another cemetery here, I suppose. Well, I don't really want it to benefit from the things, though. Yeah, this is fine. And then just keep placing rocks next to rocks, I guess. That's a problem. I didn't really want that there. Boy, we're gonna draw a treasury, and we're just gonna detonate the thing immediately. It's gonna be wonderful, but I think for the moment we are, in fact, just going to hold on to these meadows. I'm pulling 45 HP per day right now, and it's been enough so far. Alright, we are not going to do a vampire village thing with this one. We're just going to put this down somewhere. Okay, pretty happy to see the road lantern. So, this village can just go down, like, somewhere around here, I'm sure. This one's not going to create a bandit camp? Actually, we didn't get a bandit camp. I guess the ransacked villages don't spawn them? That's interesting. Yeah, so I guess just put this here. We're not going to... Oh, no, that's right. You do fight stuff in the... Well, whatever. It's fine. And then... This is a pretty good place for one of these, I think. And I'm going to continue to just hold all these meadows. Okay, there we go. We upgraded that first village. And none too soon. Damn it, don't these things only have a 50% chance to... Aren't they supposed to only have a 50% chance to escape? It seems like they do it way more often than that. Oh my god, deal damage. Just kill something. Anything. Okay. Very helpful. Thank you. This is going terribly. The fact that that harpy is immune to damage is certainly not helping. Okay, he'll stick around for a second. We might be able to... There we go. No, why, Ghost? Why? Yeah, this is like an absolute nightmare situation for a harpy to show up in. That's really, really bad. Alright, is it time to pop the treasuries? We might be in some real danger here, so I guess so? Yeah, let's fire them. Alright, we can make this the way we pop this one. Do I want to Oblivion? Because we might pull so many cards that we end up losing the Oblivion otherwise. I think I am actually just going to nuke that. I just don't want that anymore. I've changed my mind. Okay, so... Got some interesting rings now. Skeleton level over summon quality, but yeah, I think that's an upgrade. And then aside from that, it doesn't look like we really pulled anything else interesting. Well, I mean, more opportunities to make metal, I guess. Alright, more more ruins. We can play these ruins just like a little further back is all. And this is a real upgrade? Yes, that is in fact a real upgrade. This is maybe too many ruins. So it's going to be really hard to continue finding safe places to put them. And I'm just going to like... Yeah, I guess we just spawn some meadows. I still kind of want to hold on for treasuries, but I don't know that it's actually going to happen. And we could, at this point, use a little bit more HP. Ah, okay, that's my summon strengthening buff. I do not like the way they divide their damage. They could be doing this so much more intelligently. Do we want to just put the village here? No, I suppose it's better to spread it out a little bit more. Maybe even like here? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's unfortunate, but yeah, it's not really avoidable. Just put that there and this here, and do we want any more ruins? I kind of think no. I kind of think we're just going to skip that. So do we need to leave after this loop? Well, again, at some point we should, like, see what the boss does. But also... Ah, hey, treasury. Yeah, at some point we should see what the boss does, but also there's, like, the very real concern of getting the intel building out. So I think that's maybe going to be our focus here. So we don't quite have the finish. But we're not too far off. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully we can wrap that up and then just escape. It does seem like it takes more minutes for the Necromancer to do his thing. The individual fights are longer. Yeah, just put him anywhere, right? We're planning to leave, so. Alright, lots of metal, lots of stone, some wood. .5 skeleton level, but lose evasion. Yeah, we'll keep the current one. What a sad day. You know, you hope to never see skeletons fighting skeletons. Just feels like such a terrible waste. Although they apparently they're not terribly good at fighting them. They seem to get back up fairly frequently. It's not totally clear to me what's causing that to happen. I guess I may as well put this down to bloom that meadow. Oh man. I was about to say, I'm so pleased that the warrior skeleton managed to bring that guy down so fast. And then he just came right back. Oh my god. Skeletons are extremely terrible at fighting ghosts. After hero receives direct damage, all skeletons have a chance to perform a counterattack. Yo, that actually seems alright. I feel like I receive direct damage a lot. I suppose the value of this, to some degree, depends on whether they count damage that is mitigated by the energy shield as direct damage for this purpose, which they might not, honestly. then just keep putting down meadows, because they are full of materials. God, it really is just non-stop. And at this point, I'm hoping that we don't actually have to equip any more loot. We can just sit here and generate a ton of metal. So I guess we have to determine here, like right here, right now, are we going to bail on this, or are we going to actually see the boss? I think we're gonna bail. Like, we just want to take resources home and build that intel building, right? And I do not. I mean, I am still at full health. Maybe we could do one more loop. I don't know. We have so much stuff. I think let's head back. Oh, hey, gargoyles. Remember those? I guess I've been delaying the completion of our treasuries so late lately that, of course, we're not seeing gargoyles. An exquisite mirror. Okay, we have a little bit of inventory management to do when we get back to town. Yeah, the Necromancer seems really interesting. He has some slightly different concerns than the Warrior. Different kinds of things are problems. But overall, he does feel very powerful. And also, skeletons are happening, which I can never be sad about. Although, maybe, I hate to say this, don't let them hear me say it, but maybe we could get, like, some slightly better skeletons? You know, like the big claws, or... No, that's fine. So we did draw a treasury. We should probably go ahead and play that and then just make as much of it as we can. So, we have a lot of stuff that's played by the roadside. Let's drop this in a position where we can turn that stuff into value. A road lantern, and then like vampire ruin or vampire mansion. Then we can put on a road and or a rock and a meadow. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to finish this. But we can get some stuff to bring home. My suspicion is, with the Necromancer, it's not really like a long, slow process of attrition the way it is with the Warrior. But it's going to be the case that, like, you run into a battle that you just can't keep skeletons up through, and you get 100 to 0'd by it. We might actually finish that, finish that treasury here. Oh, he didn't drop anything. We needed one more. Oh no, we are good. And that's pretty wild. That was some phenomenal luck. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Alright, let's have a look at these new items that we picked up. So, +1 pebbles while passing the campfire tile. Sure, who needs... I mean, you need stone. -4 damage from all vampires. A beautiful piece of antique jewelry. The pendant is a small medallion in the shape of a bat, clinging to the silver chain with its tiny claws. That's adorable. We also have an exquisite mirror. It's a bit tarnished, but still does a better job than the surface of a lake or a metal plate. The frame is decorated with tiny bolts of lightning. 6% chance to redirect lightning from the Storm Temple, or a magical attack to a random enemy. What enemies do magical attacks? I mean, I'm sure the Lich's thing counts as magic, but I would not necessarily think that anything else we've seen counts. So maybe this is for dealing with enemies that are spawned by cards we don't have yet. So I guess we won't bother putting it together, right? And that is, in fact, resource enough for an intel center. Okay, here's what we've managed to learn. The world consists of darkness and fragments of your memories for a quite short period of time. Nothing is stable. But this is not completely true. There are some key memories that drastically change everything. By keeping a log of your expeditions, we're adding pieces of the picture together. It would be much easier if everything wasn't so shapeless. Now remember, any knowledge is priceless, so don't forget to share it. We'll decide how to use it best together. Okay, so let's have a look at what's actually in this thing. So it's got descriptions of the tiles that we've seen so far. That's nice. It's nice that it keeps track of every, transformed tile that we've seen as well. We can't even click on these to see what they are. Common enemies. Oh, it has their drops. That's very, very nice. So fabric. I'm assuming when it says living fabric, maybe it means more like living tissue. This might be a weird translation thing. Because you would not necessarily expect a scorchworm to drop fabric. Or a flesh golem who is clearly wearing no fabrics. Pitiful remains and also shapeless mass. And there's descriptions and everything, so this will be your... apparently there's a type of thing that we're just not familiar with at all yet. And also furniture. Okay. So sadly, not really game mechanics type stuff. Also, apparently there are 6 bosses, so we maybe need to get on the forward progress again here. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of cards left. Oh, interesting. Those numbers are not set, they're percentage-based? Is that right? Plus 2% additional HP. Isn't it always 5? Hasn't it been 5 every time we've ever seen it, though? I wonder if these are just wrong. That would be not ideal, right? Like the entire purpose of the encyclopedia is that it's a place you can go for information. Okay, yeah, weird. So there's a bunch of landscape tiles we haven't seen yet, but we've seen a pretty good portion of the other stuff. And that will have led us through into the library. In addition to a reconnaissance center, libraries can decipher information and complete your knowledge of the world. Allows you to unlock additional pages in the encyclopedia in exchange for the Book of Memories resource. Unlocks the Bookery card and the Maze of Memories golden card. Oh yeah, that's right, the crypt is now giving us a golden card. We're not going to go back out, but let's just see what that looks like. The Ancestral Crypt, the final resting place of an ancient family line. Death and the lessons it teaches are honored here. Plus 3 HP for every enemy with a soul killed, but removes HP bonus from armor. Wow. Oh, no, I'm just allowed to have more cards now. Interesting. Do we want to reduce the amount of consistency in our deck? Is that a good idea? We also got the Desert. Lowers every creature's HP by a very small amount. And I'm not allowed to see what sand does, because if I try to mouse over to it, that's... Well, we could probably look at the encyclopedia, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe we have to have built it at least once before... Okay, well, I guess we'll do that. I guess we'll try that. But I think this is probably a pretty good place to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I am way into the new Necromancer, and I'm very excited to see if we can discover any new kinds of skeletons to summon. So, when you come back next time, tomorrow, that is exactly what we'll be doing. And I'll see you then.